Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Breakfast with the Viking. Today's quote comes from Jared Leto, and it is, "The bridge between reality and a dream is work." Now, this morning I like this quote because, well, I believe there's some truth to it. We all have aggrandized visions of what our future should look like. I mean, if I didn't have some odd concept of what I was capable of or what I was capable of creating, I don't think I'd be sitting here in front of this screen with a microphone talking to you guys every morning. But the difference is, in previous versions of me, this was just a dream, a pipe dream. Something that I thought about and dreamed about and fantasized, but had never really done. And now, here we are, putting in the work that's required, and it is slowly becoming a reality. Very slowly, I will admit. But that's the difference. And sometimes the work is slow and not thrilling. I feel as me as a person, I tend to, even when it comes to looking at the work involved for a certain project, I tend to look at the parts of the work that I will enjoy and focus on those things until all of a sudden I get to a point in the project where I no longer have, I have not thought this through. I have not really come to terms with whatever it is that needs to be done. And all of a sudden I find myself having to go and do research and learn about whatever it is that I need to be able to do in order for the project to be completed. And it's just not an enjoyable experience to have to sit down and read article after article or whatever it is so that I can gain a sense of knowledge about whatever it is that I'm working on to go be proficient and make my vision that I can have in here a reality for me. Here's a great example. Just the other day, I was contemplating how I should go about digital storage. Now, the reason this is important to me is because clearly I make 2 videos a day, and there is often more content made than what is used for some of these videos. So there are gigabytes and gigabytes, maybe even terabytes at this point, of video data that I do want to keep, that I don't necessarily want to just use and then get rid of forever, but that rapidly builds up and takes up available storage space. So as I was confronted with that problem, I said, okay, well, what do I do? Now, you can do clouds and all this other stuff and everything. There's a bunch of different options, but there's also an option that I can build myself because I'm a little bit of a tech guy, called a NAS, a Network Accessible Storage Unit. We're not going to get into the ins and outs of that right now. All that's important is I have the ability to build this product that will solve all of my needs. And I had a very cursory knowledge of how to build that product because I've built a computer or two before. But in order to be able to functionally use a NAS in the situation I needed it to, I had to go and I spent probably 2 or 3 hours reading through different articles and watching different videos so that I can understand what it would take to get the speed out of this that I would need as somebody who does video editing and photo editing as a full-time job. That's not fun, but that is the difference. That is the bridge between the reality and the fantasy. The work. Okay? So that's what I want to leave you guys with this morning. Do the work. Do the work for you. Don't do the work for somebody else. Don't make somebody else's fantasy come true. Do the work for you. Build your own bridge. All right, that's it for me this morning. As always, I'm your host, the American Viking. Tune in next time, and remember, the only person who can ruin your day is you. So have a great day.